Hello, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League, Dad. How are we doing? And it's a big Superclásico game, this one. We're doing a little bit of a different type of game. River Plate v Boca in the Argentine Primera División. River Plate v Boca at the Monumental 5-9. You can watch this on Amazon Prime. Or Premier Sports, if you want to watch along with me. River Plate v Boca Juniors should be a big one. Usually is a bit of a feisty one, to be honest. And not only is it a big one and a bit of a feisty one, it's a very important game for both teams. Both teams. I don't know if you're aware, if you've seen, if you know about how the Argentine league works, but they're both kind of top of the two divisions. We'll have an explanation, I'm sure, about the Argentine league. But yeah, River Plate led by Uruguayan Enzo Francescoli, legendary manager, and for Boca Juniors, it's Claudio Úbeda in the Liga Profesional de Fútbol. In Buenos Aires, here we go. Buenos Aires, River Plate v Boca Juniors. How are we all doing, everyone? Anyway, let's get stuck into the chat. We'll talk through the lineups, of course. There's some certainly former Premier League names and faces that will be somewhat recognisable to people in the chat. Ethan, I'm over the moon. Yes. Love it. Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? Fantastic result for City, has to be said. Danny, how's it going, mate? Hello, sir. How you doing? Ahmed, what are we doing? I prefer blue and yellow, so Boca. Jake the YouTuber, how's it going? Yeah, I was going to say, Jake has been away for a little bit, haven't you? What a day indeed, Jake. Hi, pal. How's the City watch-along? Yes, the Arsenal City watch-along was absolutely brilliant. Can't fault it. It was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Great day. Liverpool won late. City won. Just trying to cap the day off now with a River Plate v Boca live. I thought this one would be a little bit different. Be yourself, Dylan. PSG 0, Lyon 2 at half-time. Yeah. Listen, Lyon are fantastic, by the way. Lyon are absolutely fantastic. Aid Bird, gone for 0-0 and 8 or more cards. That's not a terrible shout. Let's have a look at the last time these two played each other. So, if we go to head-to-heads, the last time these two played, Boca won last year. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. There was 10 yellow cards the last time these two met. At the back end of... It was in November. They played at La Bombonera at Boca's ground, obviously. And it was 2-0 Boca. Before that, River Plate won 2-1. And in that game, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. That was when Franco Mastantuono played for River Plate at that time. If you go back the year before, River Plate won 1-0 and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards and a red. So yeah, I think that's a smart move, to be honest, Aid. 0-0 and at least 8 yellows, did you say? Yeah, I think that's a very smart move. Go for a high number of yellow cards. And maybe under 3.5 goals. Maybe 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 either side. You know, under 3.5 and over 8.5 yellow cards, I think would be a very smart move. Welshwing, hey Key, let's hear it. We're Bottle Jobs, Bottle Job FC at this. I'm just a sad guy getting fruit. Do you know what, mate? No. Listen. You have been remarkably composed throughout all this. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit. You've said, to be fair, that you've seen this sort of a thing coming. And a lot of Arsenal fans have as well. It was telling, I think, before this game that Ian Wright turning on Arsenal. Ian Wright's one of the most positive Arsenal fans I've ever seen. And he turned on Arteta before this game. He said, I'm only kind of putting up with this style of play for the way that, because the fact we're going to win the league doing it. But it's a dreadful style of play. It's a very negative approach. The fact that you're needing a goal and he only brings on Gyökeres in the 84th, 85th minute, it's not good enough. It's very, very negative. Anthony, you having a late night? I am indeed. Well, I wouldn't go about as far as a late night. 11 o'clock is probably the absolute latest this game goes off. It'll probably be done and wrapped up. Would you date a 19-year-old lad? I wouldn't date a 19-year-old lad, no. One, because I'm 36. I don't swing that way. No offence to anyone that does. I'm also a married man. So, I don't think my wife would be too happy with dating a 19-year-old lad. But I really appreciate the shout. It's very flattering. Welshwing, at this point, I'm on your side. I wasn't Arsenal to lose it. I want Arsenal to lose it now, because even if we win at this point, it won't feel energetic for me. It'll be drained. Listen, if Arsenal do win the league, then enjoy it. It's fantastic. It's the first time in 22 years, but it will still be tainted a little bit, won't it, by the fact that you've not stormed over the line as champions should. You've kind of limped over the line. I think if Arsenal win it now, they've massively if City win it now, it's because Arsenal have they've just left the door open for them, haven't they? I don't think Arteta is the man to get Arsenal over that hurdle. His negativity is hurting Arsenal. It's difficult to watch as well. I just think Arsenal aren't synonymous with that style of football, are they? Arsenal are very, very front foot. They take chances. They take risks. It's got to be frustrating to watch as an Arsenal fan. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. LJ, hi guys, how you doing? South American club football. Haven't seen it yet. Anyway, I heard Arrascaeta is the king of that. I wondered how he would have done in Europe, anyone? Yeah, I think he would have been a great signing for a few teams in Europe, the Arrascaeta. Baby Shark, watching Arsenal play is like watching Netflix. You have to wait until the next season. And would have been robbery if we drew that game. City fully deserved after recent form. Yeah, it was the right thing, I think. City winning that was absolutely the right thing. Right, River Plate v Boca. Here we go. Premier Sports 1, if you're wanting to watch along with me. Premier Sports 1, River Plate v Boca. Let's go through the lineups on this one. Lineups are Beltran in goal. Montiel at right back. Gonzalo Montiel, who scored a penalty in the World Cup final shootout. Ex-Nottingham Forest Gonzalo Montiel did spend a brief amount of time in the Premier League. Martinez, Rivero, Acuna, and then it's Meza and Anibal Moreno in midfield. Galvan, Colidio, and Paez. Kendry Paez. If there's any watching Chelsea fans who want to see how Kendry Paez is getting on, Kendry Paez currently on loan at River Plate from Chelsea. He's playing his 6th game in the side. Kendry Paez and Driussi starts up front. Then for Boca, it's Bray in goal, Blanco, Costa, Di Lollo and Weigand. Delgado, Asasibar, and Leandro Paredes, ex-AS Roma, Juventus, PSG, Zenit. Leandro Paredes, many will remember him. Thomas Aranda is one to watch tonight. Thomas Aranda is maybe the next wonder kid coming out of Boca. He is definitely one to watch. He's done very, very well. This is his kind of breakout season. 18 years of age. A number 10 that can play out wide. Aranda is another one coming off that Boca Juniors talent academy coming through. Up front, it is Adam Barrero, the Paraguayan, and Miguel Merentiel. Top scorer for Boca. 6 goal contributions in 10 games. Look at that. Look at that at Monumental. If you're not watching this, this is incredible. That is what you want to see. I'd love to go and watch this in the flesh. Acuna there in the middle for River Plate. This is going to be a hell of a game. Finners, key the screen or the chat or teams aren't on screen. No, I know, mate. I know it's a slightly different look tonight because Yeah, haven't got. I'll be able to have the lineups, I think, in the next 5-10 minutes, but I haven't got them right now. My developer is running a little bit behind. Look at that. Look at the there's a motor car bringing on the ball onto the pitch. Broken verdict. I'm good, sir. It could have been better if one of Liverpool or Villa dropped points, but Arsenal bottle was beautiful as much as I hate City. Mikel Arteta is crazy. I don't even hate him, but he's psychotic. First pickpocketing players, then he lit a fire at the training ground. Our players must be bad because they're traumatised. It's the clicking of the pens I just don't get. It's the clicking of the pens. I have no idea what's going on. LJ, guys, I didn't see that City were going to use inverted fullbacks. You did, sorry, you did say that, yes. You did. You absolutely called it. Kendry Paez is a talented Ecuadorian. Would like to see him in Chelsea's first team. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of talent in there with Kendry Paez. I think he's not quite hit the height since he's gone to Europe. Strasbourg, he didn't do great. And he's obviously gone back to Chelsea. Sorry, back to River Plate. Still at 18 years of age. I think maybe he needs a little bit more time to settle. Tight on the toffees. Who put Villa game? Sunderland same time as the derby. Just seen the highlights. Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? Right, we are very close to kick off in this one. Monumental, one of the best stadiums in football. 85,000 capacity. This absolutely wonderful stadium. There's tape flying down from the stand. It's a wonderful sight. We could have used that car today. Probably wouldn't have missed sitters like Havertz. And Ahmed says, yeah, he was average with Strasbourg. Yeah, it wasn't brilliant, his time at Strasbourg. I think he played maybe 20 games or something like that. He didn't really hit the heights. But he's only 18. He's only 18. He's still young, there's still time. I'm sure he'll do okay. CGLFC, I'm fuming. My Fubo sub doesn't get this game. And U10, hi Key, with the derby win today and Chelsea's loss yesterday, would you say that confirms our Champions League spot? Yeah. Yeah, and I think so, mate. We're 7 points clear of Chelsea with 15 points left to play. 15 points left to play for. And honestly, can you see any of those teams below us? Can you see any of those teams below us, like, finishing with 5 wins out of 5 in the next 5 games? Can you see that? I can't, personally. So yeah, they would have to win all 5 of their games, and Liverpool would have to pick up, like, at best, 6 points from our remaining 5 games. If we pick up only 6 points, and somebody wins 5 out of 5, then there's a chance. But that's what's required. That's sort of a drop-off from us and perfection from them. That's what's going to be required for Liverpool to miss out on Champions League footy now. It's sealed, pretty much. It's about as sealed as Burnley being relegated. It's not quite mathematically done, but it's kind of done. Chelsea won't win at Anfield, no chance. No, Chelsea have dropped, 6 defeats in their last 7 games. Andy says, imagine Paez, Quenda, Palmer and Estevao all starting for Chelsea. The league isn't ready. Yeah, listen, you've got a lot of talented young players, and I think Chelsea are going to need them in the years to come, because honestly, you're going to need to sell some players. I think this is the problem for Chelsea. If what we're hearing about Chelsea's finances is true, and you don't make Champions League football this year, it's a very real possibility, by the way, that Chelsea are going to have to sell some of those players. Maybe a Palmer, maybe an Estevao. They are players that they're going to have to get rid of, I think. LJ says Liverpool kind of also confirmed Villa and United to the Champions League. Yes, I agree. If Arsenal win the league now, Mikel Arteta would have to go back to set piece FC instead of this passing round the back bullshit. Arsenal will draw to Newcastle, beat Fulham, lose to West Ham, beat Burnley and beat Palace. City to win the league now. Listen, Arsenal will still get some wins between now and the end of the season, but it's 4 straight domestic defeats, isn't it? That's a lot to take. 4 straight domestic defeats is it's difficult. They've exited 2 competitions. One now looks very, very much on the edge. And honestly, the Champions League, I think, is still a difficult one to call. But I do think they will win the league, by the way. I do still think Arsenal win the league, even now. Mr. Arsenal fan, get Arteta out. Boca flying into the back. There was Delolo. Delolo straight into the back. Of Calidio. Calidio just absolutely smashed into the back there. Our only hope is Bournemouth get something against City. Bournemouth are on a 13-game unbeaten run, by the way. So, yeah, there's absolutely a chance that Bournemouth nick something off City. They're playing really well at the minute. We probably need another centre midfielder this summer. One of my top targets would be Camavinga. What, after the way he was in the Bayern game? Listen, I'll be honest, I don't really rate Camavinga that highly. I'm not sure I'd want him at Liverpool. I think he's a lot better than what we have, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure he's a player that I would pay 80 to 100 million for, and that's kind of the price you're looking at, I think, from Madrid. So I'm not sure I'd want him. James, imagine if the PGMOL weren't trying to rob City, they'd be 6 points clear. Do we think that? Do we think City are getting robbed by the PGMOL? I'm not sure. All the Arsenal fan channels are having genuine head loss at the moment. Yeah, I've seen a few bad head losses since the end of the game. Egyptonicus, hey Key, honestly, I cannot tell you how much longer I can do this. 1 win in 6 games, lovely. Hope Arteta is proud. I mean, I did warn you. I hate to say I told you so, mate. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, but it's kind of been coming. It has been coming. Ahmed says, where is Paez playing? 10 or winger? At this moment in time, he's playing off the right for River Plate. Yeah, he's just off the right-hand side with Colidio and Driussi. There he is, Kendry, 19. Just off the right-hand side. Ball over to the left-hand side. Strike from River, unlucky. It's gone out of play on the far side. Beto did well and Die okay. George is young. Yeah, I was going to say, I think Beto was just about all right. Scored a good goal. Better today for him. Illiman and Die I thought was quite wasteful. Dewsbury Hall did well for you lads today, though. Egyptonicus, why is it always April that it happens to us? We were unbeatable before that Sunderland game. Ever since then, we wouldn't even dare to win 5 games in a row, let alone 3 or 4. 4 straight domestic defeats. It's tough to take. I don't even know. Says, who do you want to win, Boca or River Plate? I quite like both teams, to be honest. But hang on, here, I've got... Yeah. I've got a Boca shirt. I've got a Boca... I really should have wore it, shouldn't I? I should have put my Boca shirt on. It's an old school Boca shirt. Quilmes. Boca. I've got a Boca shirt, but I don't mind. I quite like River as well. I like River as well. River, I think, are probably the side more likely to win it. Let's say that. River with a free kick in. Header, cleared away. Definitely get on lots and lots of yellow cards in this game, though. Yeah, 100% lots of yellow cards. Atu, I'm actually depressed. Is that because you're you're an Arsenal fan? Referee's going to give a yellow card here, I think. What are you saying? Sorry, Key, how does the Argentine league season work? Why do we have two tables? So it's a bit of a long-winded one. Basically, there's an Apertura and there's the Clausura in the Argentine. There's a lot of different leagues around the world that work in a similar way, but there's the Apertura and there's the Clausura. The Apertura is the opening. It means the opening start of the season, and they have a tournament for the Apertura. It's kind of like if you cut the Premier League in half. 19 games in the first half of the season, 19 games in the second, and we would call the first half the Apertura and the second half the Clausura. And you could name a champion of the Apertura. You could have the champion of the Clausura. So Arsenal would be, at this moment in time, Apertura champion in the Premier League. City would be Clausura champion. And that's kind of how it works. It changed in the Argentine league, I think, in the late 80s, I think. Was it late 80s? They kind of changed it all around, and it wasn't always like this. Boca Juniors play it over the top. Big chance. Great tackle. Claim for a penalty. No, River Plate just about scramble it away. Yeah, so it is a bit unusual. It's definitely. Do you know what? They get none of the ball there. That should be a penalty to Boca, shouldn't it? That should absolutely be a penalty to Boca. Yeah, Merentiel is clean through on there, and they get none of the ball, the defenders, and absolutely get swiped out. That's crazy. Yeah, and that's the other thing, the relegation as well. The relegation battle is always interesting in the Argentine league because they have a system called, is it Promedios? Promedios, which basically means points average. It's kind of where they look at the team's performance over a 3-season average and they average out your points totals across is it like 120 games, something like that? It's like 120 games. They average out your points total, and whatever your points total is, the lowest 3 teams get relegated. It's a 3-season average relegation. It's a weird one. Was River Plate where Messi started? No, Messi was Newell's Old Boys. Yeah, Messi was Newell's. Lifted Clement, hey key, do you think Bruno breaks the assist record? Probably, yeah. I mean, he's probably going to at some point break it, given the fact that he's taking all the free kicks and all the corners. So yeah, probably. I imagine he will. Seems a lot of United fans are really obsessed with them winning this. Crazy. If Atleti win the Champions League, I don't understand will Atleti win the Champions League? No, I don't think so. Foxy, do you know why they've done the average point system so the big clubs can't get relegated? Yeah, I was going to say it is so that if they have a bad season, River and Boca are kind of still up there, aren't they? That's it. Yeah, I was going to say they changed it all. The whole kind of reformatting was so that they get more big stakes games, isn't it? More big stakes games, more playoff type games. You know, they don't necessarily want River Plate and Boca playing, you know, smaller teams, let's call them smaller teams. They're not obviously smaller teams, but they don't want them spending all year playing Central Cordoba or Deportivo Riestra or any of those teams. They don't want those teams playing twice against Boca and River. They only want them maybe playing once, and they want more Superclásicos. More games against Independiente, more games against bloody Vélez Sarsfield and Estudiantes. Have you seen the video of Gerrard celebrating the last minute in the pub? Yes, I did. Yeah, that was funny. River Plate with a ball into the box. Look at the holding going on there. That's like an Arsenal set piece. River Plate with a ball into the box. Boca just about get it away. Strike. And it's on target, but out. The Messi started at the River Plate when we sunk that battleship. LJ, as I said, I don't care, would have been the same had the shoe been on the other foot. What's that, sorry? Oh, yeah. How about Gerrard? Yeah, it is a shame that I think a lot of River Plate's talents and Boca Juniors' talents are now sort of fleeing to Europe much sooner. We've seen Mastantuono go to Madrid. He's been brilliant, by the way, when he's gone to Madrid. I think Mastantuono is a real talent, and it's... Maybe it'll wake people up a little bit more. There is talent still to be found in the South American leagues. There's definitely value to be had here. You know, Julian Alvarez wasn't playing here too long ago. But you have to get... I mean, look at Moish Caicedo at Independiente del Valle, wasn't it? There's a lot of talent in the South American leagues, but there's also a lot of catfish. And Kendry Paez could be one. Kendry Paez here on the right-hand side for River Plate tonight on loan from Chelsea. He was considered the next big thing, the next star coming out of Ecuador and South America. It's not really been a great time for him. Foxy, it is a complicated league at the moment, removing the number of teams every couple of years. I think they have 30 teams now. I don't know how many they've got. I looked at the league table before. Hang on, let me have a look at the league table. Yeah, it is. It's 30 teams in it, yeah. 30 teams, and as it stands, River Plate and Boca are... River Plate are second in Group B, and Boca are third in Group A. The big issue isn't Argentines going to Europe, it's the talent going to Brazil now. Yeah, well, that's also true. Lots of players moving to other South America and going to the US as well. The MLS is another one that's taking a lot of the Argentinian stars. Pedro de la Vega as well. He left Lanús, didn't he, to go to, was it Seattle Sounders? Lots of players who are doing really well in the Argentine league sort of going to the MLS as kind of a stopgap towards maybe the Premier League and La Liga, because you get a little bit more money in the MLS, more so than you maybe would here. A little bit higher profile, and maybe, yeah, a little bit more of an opportunity to move to the Premier League or somewhere like that. River Plate are making an early change here. I think it's going to be Driussi coming off, and I don't know who they're going to bring on, actually. Who's the change? Yeah, Driussi looks like he might have to go off. Not entirely sure who they're going to make the change here. Could be Salas. Is it Salas? It might well be Salas. Yeah, Salas is coming on. Maximiliano Salas. Another one who's bounced around a little bit. He was in Mexico not that long ago, Salas, wasn't he? Anselmino too, a defender we bought from Boca. He's now on loan at Strasbourg. And Murillo, another we paid peanuts and can make a nice profit on when we sell. Yes. Yeah, there's definitely some talent. Liverpool have never really done that, I don't feel like. We did it once with Lucas. That's kind of the only time I can remember us. I think we signed a goalkeeper as well, Diego Cavalieri. I remember us signing him. But he was always only ever a backup goalkeeper for us. The only player we've ever gone to, the South American leagues and gone and paid big money for was Lucas Leiva. We brought Emiliano Insua in, and we brought Paletta. Do you remember Paletta, the centre-back who ended up playing for Italy? Yeah, we brought Paletta and Insua. Insua had a decent career, in fairness to him. There's nobody else, really, that I can remember us doing that with. Boca are in. Big chance for Boca. Oh, good save from the keeper. Big moment. Clips Market, YouTube, definitely shadow. They've not made. It's not a shadow ban. No, it's not a shadow ban. It's a restriction from. I did 3 lives that crashed at the end of March. Yeah, I did 3 lives that crashed at the end of March. It's just that. It'll all let it all work out. Yeah, no, I just need to age them out of my 28-day rolling window. YouTube's basically punishing me at the moment for the fact that on the 20th, the 27th, and the 29th of March, I did 3 streams that crashed. And because those 3 streams crashed, YouTube's now like, whoa, unstable channel. It keeps it, yeah, so it's now basically just like, I need to get those 3 off my 28-day cycle, and then it'll start trusting me again, sort of. That's the kind of the theory. That's what I've been reassured by anyway. So, yeah, I would imagine it'll drop and it'll be level. It'll be capped. It's going to be shit, basically, for the next, week. And then 27th, 28th, 29th of April, sort of, let's say start of May, it should start to open up again. Because at the minute, what YouTube have done is just turned my impressions off. It's kind of not being shown to anyone other than people who have watched me before. They're not showing me to any new people. That's the scary bit. But it'll figure itself out. It's all good. Keith, how happy were you with the City and Arsenal game? I was delighted, Keith. Yeah, delighted. Mo Salah. Cavani injured. I forgot he still played. He's like 83, isn't he? Yeah, Cavani's out injured. Ander Herrera's out injured. Yeah. The impressive thing with the Argentina and the academies, Boca River will get the praise, but Vélez and Newell's academies I'd put near the top 10 worldwide, honestly. Yeah, Vélez have had some decent players come out in recent years. Well, not even just in recent years, going back a while. And obviously Newell's is the, yeah. Newell's is where Maxi Rodriguez came out, didn't he? Marcus Rojo. Yes, Marcus Rojo. Romero has recently retired as well, by the way. He was here as well. But yeah, Ander Herrera is on the bench today. Sorry, he's not injured. He's on the bench. Juan Quintero as well, another player who's been bouncing around for a while. Okay, River Plate in control so far, I would say River, but Boca have probably had the best chances, and it's knocked over the top again. Boca are in down the left-hand side, in the area. Great ball in, headed away, that's better. Much better. Welsh wing. Also, to cheer myself up, I've got a banger quiz at half-time. Since earlier I was talking about Virgil copying Gabriel and Saliba's scaffolding and the fact that Arsenal were playing. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, like it. Love that. Great work, mate, as always. Romero was such a good backup goalkeeper for us. Enzo Fernandez was River, wasn't he? Keith, does Rojo still play? Jesus, I remember him playing for United. Probably one of the most angry people I've ever seen play football. I always remember, what was his name at Everton? Ramiro Funes Mori. He had a brother as well that played footy, didn't he? There was Ramiro Funes Mori and... was it Rodrigo Funes Mori? I can't remember. Either way, the pair of them two brothers played for a while. One was a centre-back for Everton, one was a centre-forward. River Plate down the left-hand side. Kendry Paez. Oh, no, it was Acuna there. Good tackle from Boca. Yeah, Rojo's probably about 40 now. That's probably about right. Marcos Rojo. Marcos Rojo. Ex-Man United star banned after slapping opponents and ugly clash with referee. Oh, he's at Racing now, isn't he? Racing Club. He's 36, Marcos Rojo. He left Boca last year. And yeah, he got banned at the weekend for slapping an opponent. There you go. Key, do you reckon... Oh, sorry, Foxy. Newells are struggling quite a bit. They're playing the youth. Luca Regalado, a captain at 19. It'll stand them in good stead in years to come. But that's kind of the model, isn't it, really? It is a lot of player trading that's kind of needed to support the clubs in these... I mean, I tell you what I will say is that... Have you seen the rebuilding of the Bombonera as well? Boca's stadium looks incredible. Absolutely incredible what it's going to be anyway. Brendan says, hi, Key, do you reckon Arsenal have completely missed the boat now, or is it still on? To be fair, even though they lost, I think they did show a bit of bravery and fight today. I absolutely think they are still favourites for the title. City will drop points. I think Arsenal will drop points. It's not over. Definitely not over, but it puts City... It's back in their hands, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's back in City's hands. City win against Burnley, they go top. What a great day. Yeah, what a day, Jake. Absolutely fantastic day. Yeah, I don't think Arsenal are out of it. I think Arsenal probably still win the league. I'm still convinced that they're going to win it. But I'm a lot less confident than I was. Absolute cinema. It's hilarious how confident the Evertonians were. There were so many Evertonians who were dead confident today that they were going to win. And it's a massive win for us, that, because, like I said, it does just confirm Champions League footy. Roxy says, Ramiro Funes Mori, Everton won that, represented Argentina. His brother, Rogelio, that was the one, not Rogelio, not Rodrigo. Rogelio Funes Mori represented Mexico. Did he really? I remember he played in Mexico. He was with it, was it Monterrey he was at? Rogelio Funes Mori. Yeah, he was a decent centre forward, wasn't he? I didn't know he played for Mexico, though. Argentinian Mexican. All right, okay, yeah, plays as a forward. Still playing for Club Leon. And yeah, played 17 games for Mexico, scoring 6 goals. Hey, there you go. I've seen so many Everton fans, they're so rattled. It's still technically in Arsenal hands, isn't it? It is, but they'll very much need to win and win well a lot of games. AB Nova. Hi, Key. Do you think the World Cup will be a success in the summer? I absolutely do, yes. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm streaming 81 games across 39 days. 81 fixtures across 39 days. It's going to be draining in many ways, because a lot of these fixtures are going to be at 2, 3, 4 a.m. UK time. So if you're in the UK, I will be doing the night shift pretty much every night throughout the World Cup. So if you want to watch any of the later games, if you want to stay up with me, I will be watching them. So it'll be good fun. Right, let's see if that now works. Not that one. Hang on. Not that one. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? Yeah, there you go. Right. We've finally got our overlay back. The overlay's back. Let me just fix the clock. Right, there you go. Sorted. We've actually got our watch-along stuff back now. Right. What do you make of the Beto Canate head class today? Was strange and very poor by both medical teams, I thought. Did Canate even get checked over at all? I thought it was crazy that there was such like a furore about like, oh my God, I can't believe he's actually getting checked and I can't believe the game's being stopped by the referee. It was absolutely the right thing. Yeah, he did get clattered. He seemed to be okay though, didn't he? But yeah, AB Nova, I absolutely do think the World Cup will be a success. I am really looking forward to it. Salas not happy at all with the referee here. Screaming at the referee. How come he's in the Argentina team then? That's another Matty Cash. It is, yeah, it is another Matty Cash. Absolutely it is. Right, free kick for Boca. Here we go. Garnacho's mum is Argentine. He played with United Youths too. It's going to be mad to see what happens with Garnacho. Do you not think? I feel like Garnacho's a real talent. I still really like him as a player. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work out for him at Chelsea. It doesn't feel like there's a real fit for him at Chelsea. And if anything, the more I'm watching him there, I'm thinking, this just ain't going to work out. This just is not going to work out. As talented as he is, I think he needs a very specific type of environment to work. And I don't know if that's maybe a more authoritarian manager, maybe. Like a Liam Rossini or a Ruben Amorim, talented managers though they may be, they're both very young, aren't they? I think if you put Garnacho with a Simeone, an Ancelotti, just an elder statesman, just someone who's a bit more, imposing maybe. Even Klopp. I think Klopp would have handled Garnacho completely differently. I just think I'm not sure how Liam Rossini or Amorim have handled him well. Mick Busby Babes, how's Chelsea's Paez playing, mate? He's not really got a kick, to be honest. He's starting on the right-hand side for River, but he's not really got a kick so far. Atu, I'm a Bromley supporter from now on. Garnacho is just Sancho's twin. Joe Talks Footy, how's your voice holding up? Voice is fine, I think. Yeah, lots of water. Pissing like a racehorse, mine, but I've got to have lots of water. Foxy says, same situation as Nico Paz. He was born in Tenerife. Nico Paz is a great one to keep watching. Pietro Tadonio, thoughts on the City Arsenal game earlier? It was a fascinating game. I think it was the right result on the balance of play. I think City absolutely did well. Arsenal did well. Both maybe didn't take the chances for large parts of the game. City hit the post twice. Arsenal hit the post. Havertz misses the big chance at the end. I think just on the balance of play, it is about the right result. Yeah. So, and I think that's the result I was going for anyway. Ben Talks Footy. Thanks for the follow, mate. Appreciate it. Cheers, Ben. No worries, man. Good to see you. Love your stuff. Atu, how did we go from best team in Europe to this? It happens. It happens. I think there's something fundamentally wrong with Arsenal's mentality, and I don't know if that comes from the manager or the lack of leadership on the pitch, or maybe both. Yeah, maybe it's both. How do you feel after doing 3 games? Yeah, good. Fine. I mean, I've not done the 3rd game yet. I'll probably be tired after this one, don't get me wrong, because it'll be late. It'll be nearly 11 o'clock when it finishes. Bernardo Silva put a real shift in. He was terrific, Bernardo Silva. Yeah. I don't think you can blame it all on Mikel Arteta, Atu. I don't think you can. And as much as I've given Arteta a lot of stick this season, I still think it'd be wrong if Arsenal sack him. That's not... And I do believe he needs to do better. I'm not denying that. I just think he's not the right approach. Sacking him is the right approach. I don't think it is. I thought O'Reilly and Bernardo were very good, and Cherky, lovely player. Cherky did really well. Nico O'Reilly, for me, was man of the match. Bernardo Silva was terrific. I thought Zubimendi did quite well for Arsenal, though. I will say that in the middle of the park. I thought he held up the middle quite well. Did okay. Pietro, although Arsenal lost, they must feel somewhat refreshed with the style of play that they watched today. It might help. I don't know. I don't think... I think the fact that Arsenal... We talked about it earlier. Gyökeres only coming in the 85th minute, something like that, was it? 85th minute, you need a goal. You only bring a centre-forward on in the 85th minute. You're bringing Ben White on for Mosquera and taking Eze off. And like, this is not stuff that a manager that's forward-thinking, that's maybe prepared to take risks would do. I don't know why you don't just go and throw everything at City, and maybe they end up nicking a draw. A draw's probably enough. Draw probably would have been enough to keep... there definitely would have been enough to keep the title in their favour, right? Rafael Palmer, who do you think is going to get promoted in the National League? Well, I've got some news, right, by the way. I'm going to do York City and Rochdale next Saturday. It's a 12:30 kickoff. We're going to do that game. It's a massive game in the championship. Sorry, in the National League. Yeah, it's next Saturday, 12:30, isn't it? York City v Rochdale. It's kind of all, the title's kind of hinging on that. Yeah, York City on 107, Rochdale on 105. 1,000,000% we'll be doing that game next week. In terms of who's going to get promoted, I think, obviously, Carlisle will certainly be the Boreham Wood, Scunthorpe, Southend, Forest Green. All of them they're kind of assured. It's all hinging very much on who wins the title, isn't it? Rochdale or York. I would say I would fancy... Oh, it's so tough because they've both been terrific this season. I'd probably lean more towards York just by the fact that they've been better in attack, much, much better in attack. So I'd go for York City over Rochdale. Ben talks footy. Lack of winning mentality is a big hindrance for Arsenal when it comes to this stage of the season. Yeah, you've got to have players. You've got to have generals. You've got to have generals on the pitch to get you over the line, right? This is what Liverpool had. I always think we massively miss, more than we miss their talent. We massively miss Henderson, Milner, players like that who got us through big moments. They were able to kind of marshal the players on the pitch and tell them to stay focused and just settle things down. They knew when to play quick, when to play slow, when to play backwards, when to play forwards. There's not a lot of that within that Arsenal team. None of them are champions, are they? None of them are really experienced players at winning at the top level. And I think when you've not got that winning mentality baked in, it's difficult to find it. Or it's difficult to build it together, let's say that. Whereas City have got it in spades, haven't they? Joe Talks Footy says, can you name players from Argentina to play for Liverpool? Insua, Paletta, Maxi Rodriguez. That's it, isn't it? Is that it? Insua, Paletta, Maxi Rodriguez? I'm not sure we've had many more. Mascherano. Insua, Paletta, Maxi Rodriguez, Mascherano. Is that it? Is that it? Have we had any more Argentinians since then? Oh, McAllister. Fucking hell, come on, Key. Yeah, that's it now, isn't it? I think that really is it this time. City have that edge with players like Bernardo, Diaz when he comes in, Rodri, even Haaland. Stones as well. Stones, you see, throwing, shouts out. I think he's big for that as well. And they've got it. Like I said, even if they're not playing, Stones is on the dressing room and he's, on the training pitch with them. And same with Diaz. Like, they don't necessarily have to be on the pitch at the time because they've got him in and around the team constantly. There's nobody really like that with Arsenal. Not really. McAllister, yeah, your favourite player. Alexis McAllister. I think that's it, isn't it? Then obviously Pep gives them drive. That's absolutely right, yeah. I think missing Marino. Yeah, I was going to say Marino has been a big miss for Arsenal. I agree with that. Marino is a very big miss. Bernardo is a real Swiss Army knife. So much variety to his game due to his football IQ. I hate him so much, but I think he might well be my favourite non-Liverpool player over the last 10 years in the Prem. He's that good. He's so good. I'd have loved him to be a Liverpool player. He's like the perfect mix of shitbag and quality. He's everything. You can put him anywhere, he'll do a great job for you. He's so hard working. He's exactly what you want. 87 says, where are you from? I am originally from a place called St. Helens, mate, but I was born in Whiston. So about 20 minutes from Anfield. Grew up in St. Helens, and then I've moved around a little bit around England, around sort of the northwest. Warrington. Lived in Warrington for a little bit. Lived in Widnes. Worked in Liverpool. Worked in Manchester. Kind of bounced around a little bit. So the accent's a little bit all over the place. Sebastian Leto. Oh, yeah. Maurizio Pellegrino as well. Oh, I'm an absolute shambles. I'm ashamed. How have I not got Maurizio Pellegrino, one of the worst centre-backs we've ever had, and Sebastian Leto? We had Marc Gonzalez, who was Chilean. Marc Gonzalez was one of them players who was world class on Footy Manager, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, have you seen Liverpool sign Marc Gonzalez?" He was like Freddie Adu at the time. He was incredible, and we signed him, and we couldn't actually play him due to work permit issues, so we sent him out on loan to Albacete. Did really well in Spain, and then we finally got him back, and he was crap. He was awful. Didn't Bernardo Silva refuse to give you a guard of honour? He did, and that's one of the reasons I don't like him. I think he's a very... Like I said, he's a shitbag. He's a wind-up merchant, and he's definitely wound us up over the years. But I like him. I like him a lot. Coates was Uruguayan, Ron. Yeah, he was Uruguayan, but we've just been talking about Argentinians to play for Liverpool, and yeah, we had Insua, we had Mascherano, we had Paletta. Although Paletta now counts as Italian because he transferred nationality. River Plate down the right-hand side. Salas gives it away. Boca pick it up. No, Coates was Uruguayan. Yeah, definitely he was Uruguayan. Freddie Adu. I remember there was also a clamour for Kakuta. Yeah, Gail Kakuta. There's a few like that. Ben, don't get me wrong, I hate City, but I'm envious of their winning mentality and how they can do it year after year. Yeah, like I absolutely like the approach that City take with how they change the squad every year. I think is massively important, and it's different to what we see with other teams, and it is incredible. They've got it so right. The backroom staff, like everything, they get it so right year after year. And you could argue that's because they've got unlimited resources, and maybe we'll find out in time, the 115, maybe there's charges for that. They've hidden money away somewhere. They've squirreled money away. But I guess we'll see. If they've not, then you've just kind of got to hold your hand up and say, they've been fucking brilliant. They've been incredible for the last 10 years. Yeah, Coates still playing with Club Nacional in Uruguay as well. They spend in January when they're in trouble. That's all they need to do, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. That's been enough this year. They spent in January and they got it right. They signed 2 players, Semenyo and Gueye. Probably end up winning a title for them. Ahmed says, by the way, Bayern won the Bundesliga today and they are on 109 goals now with 4 games left. Last record was 101 goals. Oh, so they've already smashed it then. Callum Coyle, yo, late night football. Yeah, late night footy indeed, mate. Atu, we need a miracle. You don't need a miracle. You're still 3 points in front. Yes, City have their game in hand against Palace, and They could go temporarily top when they play Burnley on Wednesday. Obviously, Arsenal play Newcastle. Luke says, if they never signed Semenyo and Gay, I know, yeah, if we didn't sign anyone, hindsight making it so clear. I think we just looked at it and went, we don't want those types of players. Like, Mark Gay is a player who's ready now. Semenyo is a player who's ready now. That's not what Liverpool sign. And that's why I have massive patience with Arne Slot. We're not signing players who are ready now. We're signing players who are going to be ready in 3 years' time. Can't really hold the manager to account for that. Oh, what a strike! Salas very nearly putting River in front. Oh, wow. I think if we had the City from last season, we win the league. And if Liverpool last season had the City team this season, City win the league. I don't know, mate. I'm not sure about that. We won the league last year with 84 points. Chances are you or City win it with even less. So I'm not sure, Oh, sorry, Luke. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Arsenal not signing anyone in January was a big faux pas as well. I agree. Although, was it? No, I don't think it was. I don't look at Arsenal's squad and see any deficiencies anywhere, really. Do you? I genuinely think the deficiency is in how the manager sets you up, and he either changes that and he's willing to adapt, or he isn't. And if he isn't, then he probably will get found out. He's got to do something this year. But I don't look at that Arsenal squad and see you need to change him for him, or there's no massive upgrades that Arsenal can make. There really isn't. Everywhere across that pitch, Arsenal have quality, real quality. Martinelli, Saka in wide areas, Eze through the middle, Odegaard. They're not short of quality in attacking areas, Arsenal. Jesus, Havertz, Gyökeres. You struggle to find many better. Boca in, must be! Oh, just wide! Massive chance for Merentiel as well. Barrero's there. All he had to do was roll it across to Barrero. Should have been 1-0 Boca. Merentiel stabs it wide. Unlucky. Ben, in the summer, Arsenal need a goal-scoring winger or two. The wing play is so poor. Is the wing... I have to disagree. I don't think that Martinelli or Saka are poor wingers. I think the way that Arsenal play and use them makes them poor. I don't believe... How many chances do Martinelli and Saka actually get? They don't miss huge chances. Saka and Martinelli are actually quite clinical if they get in areas to score. The issue is very different to Mo Salah, for example. Mo Salah has missed chance after chance after chance for us this season. We have created chances for our wingers. They haven't put them away. Gakpo's been profligate as well. Oh, Boca in here. Huge chance. Big claim for the handball. Big claim for the handball. There might be a check here. Asasibar and Merentiel are screaming for a possible pen. There might be a VAR check. Ron says they aren't poor. The system is risk averse. Yeah, that's it. System to me is the issue. Ron, I have to agree, mate. I think we're on the same page, you and I. CGLFC, how did Havertz and Odegaard last so long? And Eze, who was dynamic and hit the post, was dragged. For Trossard, by the way, zero sign of downman. Arteta deserves to be sacked. Deserves to be sacked is a little harsh. That's a handball. That gets given as a handball in the Prem, I am telling you. That 1,000,000% gets given as a handball in the Prem. For sure. For sure. Not even close. Definitely a handball. That is basically the same... Oh, I'm still checking. It's going to be a check. It's going to be a penalty to Boca. Here we go. Penalty Boca. We've got some drama early on here in the Superclásico. 47 minutes on the clock. There's 3 minutes of added time, and it might be that the last kick of the half is a Boca penalty. Boca penalty, and it's probably going to be Merentiel to step up and take it as well. His hand is out. It's a goal-bound shot. It's out here, and it hits his hand full in Full in the palm. Leon, good to see you. Jordan says, why do you think Arsenal have changed the way they play from the start of the season? I'm not sure they have they? Do you think they've changed since the start? I think this is kind of pretty consistent with how Arsenal have played. Broadly speaking, apart from like a couple of games, maybe a run of games here and there. Broadly speaking, Arsenal have had this philosophy for quite some time, I would say. McBusby says, it sometimes feel with Arteta that he plays not to lose as opposed to win. Less so today, to be fair to him. Here we go. Referee has given penalty. Boca. Lyon beat PSG at their own ground. They did indeed, yes. Penalty to Boca. It's not going to be a yellow card. Paredes, I think, might take it, you know. Arsenal were very attacking at the start of the season. Now it's so defensive. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, fair enough. Madhouse is losing to 115 really that bad? No, it's probably not. It's probably not really that bad. CGLFC and their leading goal scorer brought on 84 minutes to save their title. Like, what are you even doing? Lego-headed fraud. Yeah, listen, some of his decisions are obviously a little bit baffling. Beltran in goal for River. Beltran is going to be the one to stop this, and Paredes is going to take it. Are we going to see a goal in the first half? Paredes, goal, scores. Boca Juniors are in front. River 0, Boca 1. Paredes with a goal, right-footed. And there you go. We've got a first goal in the game. The first ever Superclásico goal on Premier League, Dad, is a penalty kick from Leandro Paredes. Ex-Roma, ex-Juventus, former star, former European star, Leandro Paredes. Right-footed, great penalty. And Beltran, no chance. Yeah, atmosphere is brilliant. Atmosphere is different class. I'd love to go and watch a game, either at the Bombonera or at the Monumental. Ideally, both. But yeah, top corner, rattled it in. Keeper the wrong way. Keeper went totally the wrong way, Beltran. And it was just smashed into the top corner. 1-0 to Boca. Shell says, evening, key and all. Arno done today. Totally gutted. Not long got home from the game. It's a sad end to the game, wasn't it, Shell? It was, I imagine, quite a frustrating end for you as an Evertonian. CGLFC, the ultras for these two clubs are absolutely mental, by the way. Welshwing, it's hilarious seeing Key now defending Arteta after skating him all season and celebrating Arsenal results. Listen, no, all I'm saying is I just don't think he's... I've criticised him, and I'm still criticising him now, saying that I think the guy is kind of the problem at Arsenal. All I've said is I don't think sacking him is the solution yet. I don't think if Arsenal fail to win the Prem, they either will sack him or should sack him. I think, against my better judgment, I would give him maybe another summer and see if he learns the errand of his ways, or the errors of his ways, whatever the wording is. My mate went to the Bombonera back in November, said it was unbelievable. Yeah, it's supposed to be incredible. It's Luke says, do you think there's any chance he walks? Matthew says, I think he'd walk. I suspect if there's a genuine feeling from Arteta that he might be pushed out, then maybe he will walk. He seems like a very proud and maybe a slight arrogance about him, that he's better than that and you're not going to force me out, and maybe we've just come to the end of our time, and yeah, maybe he kind of leaves before he outstays his welcome. Half-time here in the LPF, Liga Profesional Fútbol. River Plate 0, Boca Juniors 1 at the Monumental. That's a fab. Look at that stadium. That stadium looks like it belongs in the US, doesn't it? It belongs in it's like a proper bowl, like a Rose Bowl. It's a fabulous stadium. Herrera playing, mate, or is he on the bench? Yeah, and Herrera's on the bench. He's on the bench. Bloody hell, how much added time is there? That's it, half time. Right, so you had a quiz for us, Welsh Wing, didn't you? Welsh Wings half-time quiz. Ian, been a great day for footy results. No kidding, mate. We're just watching a little bit of Argentinian footy now. River Plate against Boca Juniors. Quiz, top 20 tallest... Fucking hell, Welsh Wing. Top 20 tallest Premier League goal scorers. Okay. Top 20 tallest Premier League scorers. Right. Here we go. Number 1, Lassina Traore of Everton. He was massive, and I think he scored in the Prem. Oh, he might have only scored in the FA Cup. I can't remember now. I'm gutted. Crouch is third. Okay. Crouch is third. Begovic. Voltemada is 7th. 4, 5, 6, 7th. Voltemada. What about Begovic? Begovic has scored. Dan Burn is 5th. Begovic. Give me Begovic. Zigic. Nikola Zigic. Not Lassina Traore. Fuck. What about Zigic? Van Dijk is 17th. 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. 17th is Van Dijk. Okay. Jake O'Brien. Is Jake O'Brien that tall? Zlatan. Voltemada we've got is 7th. Dan Burn is 5th. Crouch is 3rd. Begovic is 21st. 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. Begovic. Did Pantilimon ever score? I'm trying to think of just giants in the Prem. I feel like we've not had too many. Tim Howard wasn't that big, was he? Zigic is first. There you go. Nikola Zigic is first. Not Stam or Dunk. Dan Burn we've got. He's 5th. Peter Schmeichel. Was he that tall? Was he really that tall? I don't know if he was, you know. I'm not sure. Peter Schmeichel, I don't think he ever... Was he... Peter Schmeichel was only maybe about 6'3", 6'2", if that. Stan Collymore. Zlatan is 13th. 16th, 15th, 14th, 13th. Right, 13th is Zlatan. Okay. John Carew. John Carew was a big player. Yeah, John Carew was a big player. Trying to think, there's definitely some more we're missing. Well, obviously there's more that we're missing. Zlatan's 13th. Luca Toni was tall. He was, but he wasn't really... Yeah, he wasn't really about, was he? He wasn't in the Prem. Peter Crouch. We've already got... John Carew is 12th. Good shout. Excellent shout. There's definitely more recent ones we're missing. I'm trying to think of lower league. Not lower league, but like players down the bottom end of the table. Because that's usually what ends up being, doesn't it? Like teams down the bottom end of the table panic and they bring in a big tall centre forward that they can pump balls long to. Like how tall's Calvert-Lewin? Calvert-Lewin's probably not far off. He's a big lad, isn't he? Oh, what was his name? What was his name? The fella at Southampton. Oh, what was his name? Haaland is 11th. What was the fella's name at Southampton? African player. Big, tall centre forward. Did he go to Turkey? Onuachu. Onuachu. What about Onuachu? Is Onuachu in there? Mertesacker's not a bad shout. I bet Mertesacker's in there. Fellaini is 6th. Fellaini. Andy Carroll's 20th. Good shout. Andy Carroll. Fellaini's 6th. So far, we're just doing the tallest ever players to score in the Premier League. Nikola Zigic is 1st. Crouch is 3rd. Dan Burn 5th. Fellaini 6th. Voltamada 7th. Mertesacker 8th. 11th is Haaland. 12th is Crouch. 13th is Zlatan. 17th is Van Dijk. 20th is Andy Carroll. 21st is Begovic. So Jake O'Brien is 6'6". He might be in there, you know. Yeah. Koscielny. Was Koscielny a big lad? Looker at Forest. Kenwyne Jones. Kenwyne Jones is probably not... Oh, Looker. Someone has said Looker. Yeah, Looker at Forest is number 4. Has he scored in the Prem? Yeah, did someone say have we had Onuachu yet, Welsh wing? That's my shout. I'm struggling with any more after that. Kenwyne Jones and Onuachu. Oh, Vestergaard. Yeah, Vestergaard is a fantastic shout. Didn't even think of him. Kenwyne Jones is 14th. Well done, Ian. Kenwyne Jones is 14th. Adebayor's again. Yeah, probably not a terrible shout. Canu's another one. Hangeland. Breda Hangeland, of course. Kaladzic is 2nd. Well done, whoever it was who said Kaladzic. Wolves, I remember him. He scored at Goodison Park, didn't he? Kaladzic. Can't believe I didn't remember him. Yeah, Breda Hangeland has got to be there. Vestergaard hasn't, though. Yeah, Vestergaard, no, but I bet Breda Hangeland is. Yaya Toure. He was a centre-back, surely. He was tall, Koscielny. I didn't think he was that tall, though. Wolves had another giant. Can't remember his name, though. The only one I know is that fella Kaladzic up front. Hangeland is 10th. Right. Breda Hangeland is 10th. Canu. Is there any other goalkeepers that would be big? Not doing bad here for being on my security walking work. Good lad. Good lad. That's not a bad little gig, that, to be fair, Ian. Doing a security walk. Kilman. Max Kilman. Is he a big lad? I mean, he's bigger than me, but he's not. I'm not sure if he's... Canu's not there. Kelechi Iheanacho. Don't think Kelechi Iheanacho's in there. Rufio, a.k.a. doing nothing. Hey, if he's getting paid for it, man, what's the issue? Good luck to him. Kiefer Moore. Did Kiefer Moore ever play in the Prem? Don't think he did. Johnny Evans. Again, not a terrible shout. Jordan Meyerhofer at Wolves. I remember the name, but I don't think he ever played that much, did he? Prince Rupert, can't find a stream for this game anywhere. It's on Premier Sports. It's on Amazon. Yeah. Rufio says Kiefer Moore was in the Prem with Cardiff. Brian Dean. Brian Dean's probably not a terrible shout either. None of them. Okay, not Meyerhofer and not Onuachu. So we've still got quite a few more to get. Nikola Zigic, Kaladzic, Crouch, Looker, Burn, Fellaini, Voltamada, Mertesacker, Hangeland, Haaland, Crouch, Zlatan, Kenwyne Jones, Van Dijk, Andy Carroll and Begovic. We're doing the 20 tallest Premier League goal scorers. Kevin Francis, Brian Dean, both of these shouts. Any of those right, Welsh wing? Don't know about this one. Jake O'Brien's definitely taller than some in the 20. Yeah, I mean, Jake O'Brien's 6'6". I know that Crouch is 6'7", so if he's 12th, I think Van Dijk's only 6'5", isn't he? Is Van Dijk only 6'5"? How tall's Virgil van Dijk? Yeah, 6'5". So if Jake O'Brien is indeed 6'6", then he might be in either 15th or 16th. Kanu is 6'6". All right, well, then both of those might be above him then. Edin Dzeko. Everyone's tall to me. I'm only 5'9". Me too, mate. Edin Dzeko was a big fella. Van Dijk's 6'4", I think. Well, he's probably tried to squeeze an inch in on his Wikipedia page because he's 6'5" on there. But Jake O'Brien's 6'6". Leon, did you watch the Liverpool game today? I did, yeah. Wout Weghorst. What about Weghorst? Yeah. Weghorst, a good shout, Jordan. We tried Lassina Traore. Lassina Traore wasn't there. I don't think he scored in the Prem. Jake O'Brien is 16th. And Kanu is 9th. Kanu, 9th. Well done. Okay, so we now need 15th, 18th, and 19th, right? 15th, 18th, and 19th. Milenkovic. Is Milenkovic a big lad? Weghorst is 15th. Okay, Weghorst. 15th. Excellent. Good stuff. Any others? 18th and 19th. Can you give us a clue? Any clues? We're doing the top 20 tallest Premier League goal scorers. So far, we have Begovic, Andy Carroll, Virgil van Dijk, Jake O'Brien, Wout Weghorst, Kenwyne Jones, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Crouch, Haaland, Hangeland, Kanu, Mertesacker, Voltemada, Fellaini, Byrne, Luca, Crouch, Kalajic, and Nikola Zigic. Ayer at Brentford. Onuachu for sure. Yeah, I really thought Onuachu would be there. But I don't know if Onuachu actually did. Did he score? Did Onuachu score in the Prem? Feels like he was there for a while with Southampton, but I don't know if he ever actually scored. Paul Onuachu. Let's have a look at him. 6'7". He played for Southampton. Scored his... Yeah, he did score against Nottingham Forest. So Onuachu's got to be there. In theory, I mean, Onuachu should be higher in the list, really. One used to play for Liverpool, one played for Arsenal. Both retired, I think, or at least free agents. A tall player for Liverpool. Oh. One played for Liverpool, one played for Arsenal. Koscielny? We've had Koscielny. Matip is 18th. Matip is 18th. And 19th is an Arsenal player, you say? An Arsenal player who has recently retired or is a free agent. Mustafi? Koscielny? Vermaelen? He was quite a big lad, I guess. Was he? Anelka? It might well be. It might well be Koscielny, Will. Yeah, could well be. Onuachu never came up on the radar, so blame that. Hey, it happens, mate. It happens. Martin Keough. Socrates. Yeah, Socrates is a tall lad. You know, it's Giroud. Giroud's 19th. Hey, he's currently at Lille, Giroud. He played against Villa in the Europa League earlier this year. There you go. Thank you very much for that, Welshwing. Really appreciate that. Adebayor was a big boy. He was indeed. Begovic, Carroll, Giroud, Matip, Van Dijk, O'Brien, Weghorst, Kenwyne Jones, Zlatan, Crouch, Haaland, Hangeland, Kanu, Mertesacker, Voltemada, Fellaini, Byrne, Luca, Crouch, Kalajic. Oh, Nikola Zigic. Nikola Zigic, the tallest ever Premier League goal scorer. He was a giant. And yeah, Onuachu would maybe be in there somewhere. He was the same height, I think, as Kanu, so he'd probably be around that spot. But yeah, Onuachu maybe sneaks in as well. But good, fantastic quiz that, Welshwing. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate that. As always, excellent work. Brings a good quiz, guaranteed every time from Welshwing. What a guy. Absolute hero. Continuing to raise the bar, even if his team does not. Right. It wasn't Lord Bentner. No, Lord Bentner was not in the quiz. Okay, right, we're close to the second half here. Is there any opportunity for River Plate to get back into this? I really need him to. I really, really need a River Plate goal. I've backed River to get a result in this one. And currently we've had 3 yellow cards. Rivero, Colegio and Barrero all booked. Paredes with a penalty. And there's a few people in the chat who've gone for, I think, under 2. Was it under 2.5 or under 3.5 goals? I think it might be under 3.5 and over 7.5 cards. Good quiz. Apologies for my earlier scepticism. As right, you should apologise as well. 3-star Reds, even in these dark times. Oh, we're off. We're off and underway for the second half here. Christ, they've not even told us we're off and underway. It's ridiculous. Just came up 47 minutes on the clock, near enough. Let me get the timer going. 46. There you go. Right. Even in these dark times at the Emirates, Welshwing can still deliver a top-notch set-piece quiz. He can indeed. He's always good. Shane Patrick, how do you hide anything from Arsenal? Put it in a cup. Oh, that's so low. It's so low. Shell says, night to all. Take care. Sleep tight. See you soon. Take it easy, Shell. Lots of love. Have a good one, lovely. See you soon. Right. Hang on a second, because I've got a little sneaky, cheeky, freaky quiz as well. Seeing as Welshwing's trying to one-up me. We're gonna do one of my quizzes. Joel, how's it going, mate? No worries. Alex says, oh my god, just go to bed. So boring. Mate, it's one of the best games in world football, River Plate v Boca. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Jordan says, what channel is the game on, please, mate? It is on Amazon. Premier Sports 1. Premier Sports 1. River Plate 0, Boca Juniors 1. Ahmed says, Key, I have a quiz saved from a week ago. Maybe I can try one for the first time. Hey, go for it, mate. Yeah, why not? If you've got one, go for it. Let's get stuck in. Taylor, what time did the game kick off? It kicked off at 9 p.m. UK time. So we're on 10:15. 9 p.m. UK time kickoff. And yeah, it's 1-0 currently to Boca Juniors. Wonderful play that by Merentiel. Little cheeky nutmeg on the halfway line. Evening Key, what a day for football. Absolutely, Legend FK. Fantastic. Right, we've got a quiz coming in from Ahmed, who's gonna chuck us a quiz as we get through the second half here. That Boca shirt is something else. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. To be honest, I quite like the River one with the sash. I do like the River shirt. I've never had one. I've got a Boca shirt here, but I've never had a River one. Oh, that's shocking. River Plate giving the ball away. Boca edge of the box. Oh, so lucky. So lucky. River Plate are just playing with fire here. Most expensive Premier League departures to clubs outside England, A to Z. Ooh, okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Right, okay. Strike over the bar from Boca. I collect shirts. I've got over 300 in my collection. I've got both of these team shirts home and away. Lovely. Well done, you. Lucky you. I'd love to get more shirts. Are you Bremen? Which country are you in? Right now, I am in England, but I will not be in England for very long. CGLFC, I just realised where I knew that Boca pen scorer from. He played many years for PSG. He did. He played for Roma as well, and Zenit. He played for Zenit just as well. Right, okay. So, Ahmed's quiz is the most expensive Premier League departures to clubs outside England. Okay. L would be Lukaku, right? C would be Coutinho. I'm guessing B would be Bale. B would be Bale. M would be Modric, maybe. Would he? Yeah, Suarez would be S, I'm sure. D for Di Maria, possibly. Yeah, B's got to be Bale. Lukaku, Coutinho and Bale. Good stuff. Okay, we've got that. We've got them starting. B for Beckham strikes me as about right. A for Alvarez maybe as well. Alvarez to Atletico Madrid. I'm sure he's the most expensive A. R for Ronaldo, yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo is probably right. No, it's not going to be a Nelka. It's not going to be Alonso. A's got to be Alvarez, hasn't it? D for Diaz. I think it could be Diaz over Di Maria, yeah. Could be Diaz. That could work, actually. D for Diaz. And does it have to be teams in Europe, Ahmed? Can't be teams in, like, the Far East? Oh, just clubs outside England. Right, okay. Clubs. We're doing the most expensive Premier League departures to clubs outside England, A to Z. So far, we have Alvarez, Bale, Coutinho. We're guessing Diaz rather than... It's not Diaz. Okay, it's not Diaz. Is it Di Maria, then? Is it Di Maria? Kane, yeah. Kane has got to be K, right? Yes, Kane's correct. H for Hazard. Yeah, H has got to be Hazard. It's not Di Maria. There's a more expensive D. It's not Di Maria, and it's not Diaz. D. A D. An expensive D. Drogba. Duran. Yeah, Duran's probably right, actually. Duran is probably right. Excellent play there by River to get the ball blocked. Troy Deeney. Is it Duran? V for Van der Vaart. Here's River Plate. Here's Salas for River. Come on, River. Sort yourself out. Vamos, River. It is Duran. Well guessed. Excellent work, that. Duran is D. E. E. Can we think of an expensive E? Premier League player who left the Premier League, went to somewhere else outside of England. Surname starting E. E. Legend FK Key, last stream I sent a message that didn't get through as the stream was ending. I didn't see it, mate. Sorry, I didn't see it. E. Do you remember a Celtic player called Samaras? Of course, yeah. Georgios Samaras played for City as well. I'm really struggling here. Can't be Eduardo. How much was Eduardo when he left Arsenal? I'm trying to think of players Liverpool have sold. Most expensive players Liverpool have ever sold. Coutinho, Diaz, Nunes. Is Nunes N? Is Darwin Nunes N? I bet he's up there. Darwin Nunes. Can't there's been that many others, to be honest. Nunes is no. Buzzy Muntu, good to see you, mate. How's things? Ollie Goulet, the three best players to ever play for Liverpool, in my opinion, would be Suarez, Gerrard and Van Dijk. They're the three best that I've ever seen in my lifetime, personally. And after that, it would be Alisson, then Mo Salah. And then, yeah, there's a fair few after that that's probably around about the same. But yeah, for me, it's Suarez, Gerrard and Van Dijk. Actually, Coutinho's probably after that. I think Coutinho at his peak was better than Mo Salah. Yeah, A is definitely Alvarez. B is Bale. C for Coutinho. D for John Duran. We're waiting on E. Torres. No, I don't think Torres would be there. Nick, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Hyson for H. H is Hazard. Edu, no one paid us that much to get shut of him. E, a Premier League player for E. This is a really good quiz, this, actually, Ahmed. Making me think here. I like it. A player that left the Premier League for the most money, surname starting E. Ericsson? No. Can't be Ericsson. It's a fucking really good question. F. What about F? Best Liverpool players, Suarez, Gerrard, Dalglish and Keegan. Well, hey, listen, I mean, to be honest, Dalglish and Keegan were before my time, I have to say. Michael Owen was only about 8 million quid, so it's not going to be that. Right. Not Owen, not Diego Forlan. Who else have we got? Former City keeper, Ederson. Ederson, yeah, maybe Ederson. He left for a decent amount of money. Could be Ederson. This could be another claim for a yellow card here, and I think it will be, I think it will be. And N is definitely not Nunes. Feels like there's not many players with the surname starting N. Premier League players, surname starting N. Looking around at like the names, and I'm thinking, is there anyone that we've missed? Any like standout players that I'm really struggling with? Like, ooh, that's so frustrating. Any more? Has anyone got any more answers? Because I'm honestly, I'm getting to the point now where I'm genuinely struggling. We might need some guesses because, I'm getting to desperationville. Neves, Nasri, I don't think left the Premier League till late. Neves though could be a shout. Is Ruben Neves? Yeah, Ruben Neves could be a decent option. Possibly Ruben Neves. That's not a terrible shout. Someone else has shouted Nkunku. Could be Nkunku. Nkunku's another one worth looking at, maybe. Cleared away by River. Jadon Sancho is S. Is he? No, S is going to be Suarez. S is Suarez. Oh, did he say Ericsson was right? Oh, sorry, Ericsson's right. Here's me thinking I was wrong on that one. Sorry. Ericsson was right. He's done Ericsson. Right, okay. Navas. S done Suarez. It's not Nkunku. Is it not Neves? Definitely not Neves. Yeah, go on. Give us a clue for N. Elise or Oscar for O. That's not a bad shout. Oscar to China, yeah. Oscar could be a good one for O. That's a good shout. I like that thinking. F for Fabregas. Fabinho. Fabinho as well. Was Fabinho in there? Neves is right for N. Well done. Neves is right. What about Fabregas or Fabinho for F? Is Petit on the list? No, I don't think we've got a P yet. I'm still waiting on P. Oscar's right. Well done. We thought it was Oscar or Elise. Good work. Okay, so we've got Alvarez, Bale, Coutinho, Duran, Ericsson, Hazard, Kane, Lukaku, Neves, Oscar, Ronaldo, Suarez. Torres was the one we said for T, right? Is Torres right for T? I think Torres is right, isn't it? Fabinho's right. Well done, eh? It is me. I thought it was Fabregas. Fabinho's right. Palhinha for P. Palhinha for P. Someone's saying Paqueta as well. How much did Paqueta go for? Pogba. Palhinha, Paqueta, or Pogba. I think it's got to be one of them, hasn't it? Palhinha, Paqueta, or Pogba. Could be any of them. It's not Pogba. No, it's not Pogba. Good question, this, though. I like it. This is a good thinker. Ferran Torres is right for T. Okay, so we've got Torres, Suarez, Ronaldo, Oscar, Neves, Lukaku, Kane, Hazard, Fabinho, Ericsson, Duran, Coutinho, Bale, and Alvarez. We're waiting on Palhinha. Palhinha was right. Palhinha was right. Okay, Palhinha. Who else have we got? We're missing U, V, W, X, Y, J, I, G, Z. Oh, Z's gonna be Zabarnyi, innit? Zabarnyi to PSG. Zabarnyi's definitely one we've not said. I bet Zabarnyi's there. Pogba went for nothing both times. River Plate now. Switch over to the right-hand side. 65 minutes on the clock here. We need a G, an I, a J, a Q, a U, a V, a W, X, and a Y. And obviously confirmation that Z is Zabarnyi. Bradley Wright Phillips for W. Zabarni's, yes. Give us a clue for G, Ahmed. Give us a clue for G. For G. G for green. Boca with a strike. Oh, just wide of the right-hand post. Good effort, that. We need some clues for G. Boca knocking it around nicely here. River just struggling to kind of keep hold of the ball. It's a very frenetic type of game. There's not really any... Look at that. It's just the players running down blind alleys, to be honest. Oh, whoa, that's a red card. That could be a red. Oh, hey, I tell you what, there was a little bit of an elbow flung out there. 5 yellows in this match so far. Could get worse. Aaron says, Lee, your other ex-pool man is Q, I think. Oh, yeah, Gerald Kwanzaa. Yeah, there's no way anyone's beating Gerald Kwanzaa for Q, is it? It's definitely Kwanzaa for Q. G played this weekend. G played this weekend in the Prem, but he's previously left the Prem for another country. Fucking hell, Gnabry. No, can't be Gnabry because he's played this weekend in the Prem. If you've just joined us, we're doing an A to Z of most expensive players to leave the Premier League. So, for example, we've got A for Julian Alvarez, B is Gareth Bale, C Coutinho, D John Duran. These are all the most expensive players of the letter to leave the Premier League. E is Ericsson, F Fabinho, H is Hazard, K for Kane, L for Lukaku, M. Struggling with M. N is Neves, O is Oscar, P Palhinha, Q Gerald Kwanzaa, R Cristiano Ronaldo, S Luis Suarez, T for Torres. It's not Gomez. No, not Gomez for Brighton. Gallagher. Yeah, Conor Gallagher. That's a good shout. I bet it is Gallagher. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to pencil it in thinking it's right. I think that's a good shout, that, Luke. Conor Gallagher, I'm sure. Player with high stamina. Yeah, it's Gallagher, isn't it? M. Any good attacking players beginning with M? It's usually attacking players who go for the most money. There's not too many players I can even think of beginning with M. I'm trying to think of strikers. Morpie. Mitrovic. He left for a little bit of money to Saudi, didn't he? Mahrez is not a bad shout. He went to Saudi, didn't he? Again, he was getting on, though. I don't know if he would have got more or less than Mitrovic. Another pool player is M. Mane, yeah. Mane, Mahrez, Mitrovic. Could be any of them. All good shouts. All excellent shouts. Yeah, Conor Gallagher's a good one. What about I? How much did Ibrahimovic leave Man United for? Oh, River Plate not doing well here. Great play by Annabel Moreno, picking it up for Boca. Mitrovic it is. Hey, look at me. Right, J. Players who left the Premier League starting with J. J and I am struggling with now. Let's work our way down to the really tough ones. Premier League player, most expensive departure from the Premier League, starting with the surname starting with the letter I. Insua. Ibrahimovic. It's got to be one of them two. Astonishingly, can't be. If it's none of them two, I'll be astonished. The only difficult one is Y. Oh, fucking hell, Salas. What a ball in that is from Montiel. And again, Salas puts it over the bar. Danny Ings. Danny Ings has left the Premier League, has he? V and U 50-50. Yeah, I can't think of I and J. We've got the most expensive players A to Z to leave the Premier League. A being Alvarez, B Bale, C Coutinho, D John Duran, E Ericsson, F Fabinho, G Gallagher, H Hazard, K Kane, L Lukaku, M Mitrovic, N Neves, O Oscar, P Palhinha, Q Kwanzaa, R Ronaldo, S Suarez, T Torres. The I letter is not to Europe. I letters not to Europe. Yeah, no, it's they've left England, Dylan. I mean, it's the most expensive. He didn't leave England. V Vidic. It's not Vidic. No, Vidic was. I think Vidic was free, wasn't he? J for Jackson. Nicholas Jackson. Could it be Nicholas Jackson for J? That's a good shout. Igalo. Oh yes, Odion Igalo. I bet it is. Odion Igalo. Good shout, that. Well done, Jordan. Ex-Man United, of course, Igalo. Excellent stuff. Boca goal. Boca are 1-0 up still. 20 minutes left to go in this one. V for Vieira. Is it? J is Jackson. Is Igalo right? Is Igalo right, Ahmed? Yes, Igalo. Good stuff. Okay, so we're now on to U, V, W, X, and Y. U. Premier League player, most expensive departure from the Premier League with the surname starting U. Really don't know. Really don't know. Honestly, I'm struggling to name a Premier League player with a surname starting U, let alone one that left and cost quite a bit of money. David, 5k on 2.5. Oh, David, mate, I really rooting for you, but I don't think it will. No, it's been a pretty poor second half. River Plate just haven't done anywhere near enough to get themselves back in the game. As it stands, I think it's going to be 1-0 Boca. Joa Vieira was only sold for like 12 million. Abel Xavier is not a bad shout, Aaron. But again, I don't think Abel Xavier left for a while. You is a German player. A German player? Ooh. Boca now on the counter-attack. Big chance for Boca. Good strike, good save. Still in the area, and River do well to get it away. Umtiti earlier. Yeah, but Umtiti never came to the Prem. It's got to be a player who's played in the Prem. Ugarte is not a bad shout, but he never left the Premier League. So we need a German player that's played in the Prem. Surname starting U. Unestall. I don't know, Lars Unestall. I'm trying to think of German players. Surname beginning U. Undav. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, Deniz Undav. Yes, it is. V then. Okay, so we're on to V, right? What was V? The most expensive Premier League departure, surname starting V. That's got to be a Dutch player, hasn't it? That's got to be Van der Vaart. Is that not Van der Vaart or Van der Beek maybe or Donny Van der Beek wouldn't have been that much money. It's got to be a Dutchman. Pierre van Hooijdonk. Pierre van Hooijdonk cost a fair bit, didn't he, when he went to Celtic? Sure, he bounced around a little bit. Van Nistelrooy, yeah, Ruud van Nistelrooy. It's got to be a Dutchman. Ruud van Nistelrooy to Real Madrid, I think, was 25 million quid at the time. If he was doing it based on inflation, I bet Van Nistelrooy would be about 50 million now. The only ones we need at this moment in time are V, W, X, and Y. Ruud has got to be Van Nistelrooy. Is it V Van Nistelrooy? V is a defender playing in La Liga now. Ooh. Defender playing in La Liga. A defender playing in La Liga. It's got to be Rude. I'm really struggling. David Gurung, second again. Good lad. No, it's a defender. A defender. Vermaelen. Is it Vermaelen? Went on loan to Calcio before moving to La Liga. No, it's not Vermaelen then. It can't be Vermaelen. A defender currently playing in La Liga. Went on loan to Calcio before moving to La Liga. And his surname starts with V. This is going to peck my head, this. This is brilliant. Was playing in the top 6 Premier League team. Vanyaman, no. Honestly, he's from Portugal. A Portuguese player with the surname defender, surname starting V. And he was more expensive than Ruud van Nistelrooy. This is a brilliant one, this. Oh. My head's gone here. I don't want to look at the chat in case it actually throws me, because I want to get the answer myself. V, Portuguese defender, playing in La Liga currently, used to play in the Premier League, left for more than Ruud van Nistelrooy did, which was about 25 mil. So if we're talking about a decent defender currently playing in La Liga, and his surname starts with V, and he's Portuguese. Honestly, I'm gone. I'm absolutely gone. He did well with Juventus. He was with Chelsea, but didn't. Oh, Vega. It's Vega, isn't it? Is it Vega? He was at Chelsea. He went to Juventus, and now of course, Vega. How much did he go for? I think he probably did go for more than Van Nistelrooy, funnily enough. Yeah, it is. It's Vega, isn't it? Excellent. Bloody hell. Great shout. No, it's not. Well, according to this, it's not Vitinha. Apparently, it's Vega. How much did Vitinha go for? Vitinha was sold for 17 million quid. Oh, so he signed him. Oh, and he's 34 million quid he moved to Thingy for. So how much did Vega go to? How much did Vega sell him for? 29.5. Oh, I don't know, actually. That might be close. Renato Vega. Okay, well, hey, Renato Vega. We now need W, X, and Y. W, X, and Y. Any answers for W, X, and Y? Boca are in down the left-hand side. Strike again. Good save from Beltran. River still pushing. Last 10 minutes. I need a River Plate goal here. I really could do with a River Plate goal. Oscar from Chelsea, the unshined, underrated player in the Premier League. He was very much underrated, yes. W. That's crazy money for a mediocre player. Y, Yoshida. Y could be Yoshida. Can you give us a clue for W, Ahmed? Because we've got 10 minutes left to get 3 letters here, and I think we might need 3 minutes each letter, to be honest. W, X, and Y we need. Y is impossible. Okay, fantastic. What about W? Give me W. W and X are easy. Is X Abel Xavier? That's the only X we've got in the chat. W, Wanyama. They're the only other two we've got. Timo Werner. Timo Werner, it is. Of course it is. Well done, Dan. X. What about X? No, X can't be Xabi Alonso because his name's A, isn't it? His A's Alonso, so X is his first name. Right, so we need an X. A surname starting X and a surname starting Y, but you're telling me that Y we won't be able to get. I don't even know the Y player. Give us some clues for the X first. Let's get the X and then we can work on the Y. Oh, River Plate. No, straight out there. It's not Zedden. No, it's Zabani for Zed. Zabani went to the Granit Xhaka, says Callum. I bet, yeah, Xhaka could be right. Xhaka could be right. Yes, Xhaka. Okay. So now we're on to the Y. Give us some clues for the Y. Give us some clues for Y. Give us a club, maybe, on a nationality. Are they retired? These are all things we need. Maybe not straight away, but we need answers to those questions. Club, are they retired? Position, maybe. Nationality, that would be all good. If you can give us that for Y, we might be able to get him. Yedlin, DeAndre Yedlin. French defender, played for Newcastle in 13 or 14. Why? Oh, no, that was Younger and Bissa. Was that one? Younger and Bissa? Is it Younger and Bissa? He moved from Newcastle to Roma. Younger and Bissa. Is it him? Is it Younger and Bissa? If it is, I'm loving that. Oh, Younger and Biwa, sorry. Younger and Biwa. Mapu, Younger and Biwa. It is, innit? It is. I've got him. Mapu, Younger and Biwa. It is. Younger and Biwa. I remembered him for Newcastle as well. He was garbage. There you go. We've got it. No, it's not Yedlin. According to Ahmed, it's Younger and Biwa. Yeah, if it's Newcastle to Roma, it's a defender. It's Younger and Biwa, 1,000,000%. So there you go. That is the quiz. Well done, Ahmed. I like that. I really enjoyed that. That certainly helped pass 25 minutes of a very disappointing second half in the Superclásico, but thank you very much. Really appreciated. Alvarez was just to clarify, it was the A to Z of the most expensive players sold from the Premier League to teams outside of England. Alvarez was A, B was Bale, C Coutinho, D John Duran, E Ericsson, F Fabinho, G Conor Gallagher, H Eden Hazard, I Igalo, and Herrera's just come on. J Nicholas Jackson, K for Harry Kane, L for Lukaku, M for Mitrovic, N for Ruben Neves, O for Oscar, P for Paulinho, Q for Jarrell Kwanzaa, R for Cristiano Ronaldo, S for Luis Suarez, T for Ferran Torres, U for Deniz Undav, V for Renato Vega, W for Werner, X for Xhaka, and Y, Younger and Biwa, and Z is Zabani from Bournemouth to PSG, which was just last summer. That is a hell of a quiz. I really appreciated that. I really appreciate that. That's a hell of a quiz. Thank you. And thank you everyone that participated in it as well. The Arsenal says the football gods never shine down on Arsenal. We never get that bit of luck to win the title. Hang on a minute. What do you call that first goal from Kai Havertz if it's not luck? You can't say you don't have luck, and then when the goalkeeper smashes the ball into your centre forward, it rebounds from a tight angle and goes in the net. That's about as lucky as it gets, surely. Brendan, what was your quiz key? My quiz was going to be but I needed to do some fact checking first, and I'm not confident giving it to you with 5 minutes left because there's a few in there that's a little bit of a... Yeah, it was Argentinians. I was trying to do an Argentinian-themed quiz, and I was going to do Argentinians who with the most appearances in the Champions League. And obviously everyone would get Messi, but then after that it does start to get tough. There's a lot of quality Argentinians we've had in the Champions League. Ahmed, glad you liked it, Keith. I certainly did, mate. That was a very, very good, very, very good quiz. Jordan, I'm off, Key. Have a good one, mate. Take it easy, lad. See you soon. Lovely to see you. We'll be wrapping up in a minute anyway. 5 minutes left in this one. Still 1-0 to Boca. River Plate been thoroughly disappointing, I've got to say. It's been a disappointing one. Aaron says Batistuta, favourite opposition player ever. Yeah, wearer of that shirt. It's right there. We did it. Good teamwork. Right, 4 minutes to go of normal time, plus extra time, or plus injury time if there is any. It's not been as feisty as I expected either, I've got to say. We're still only on like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 yellow cards. We have had 7 in fairness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 yellow cards. In fact, I think someone's got, haven't they? Someone went under 3.5 goals, or under 2.5 goals, and over 7.5 cards. Someone said that in the chat earlier, so... I think you'd win a fair bit on that. So if we get one more card in the game, they've made a fortune there. Good luck to him. Good luck to him. Switch your play for River. Over to the right-hand side for Montiel. Montiel picks it up. Boca scrapping, and they win it back. Kendry Paez got took off earlier, by the way, for Freitas. Salas obviously came on in the first half. Boca have made 4 changes. Jimenez for Barrero. Belmonte for young Aranda, who's maybe the next big talent coming out of Argentina, Thomas Aranda. Ander Herrera came on for the goal scorer, Paredes. Zeballos came on for the centre forward for Boca, the main sort of goal threat, Miguel Merentiel, and a couple of other changes that's just come on. Is it Velasco who's come on? Is it Velasco? I don't know who's just come on. We've just had another change anyway. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Rivero went off for Subiabra. Subiabra, another young player, another player who's highly thought of at River. Ian Subiabra. Ball whipped in, header cleared away by Boca just about. Who's going to win the Prem now, Key? Says life is good. I still think Arsenal. Yeah, I'm not quite ready to change my opinion on that yet. I did say Arsenal before the game. I still think Arsenal now. But it'll be a lot less comfortable. They've made really hard work of it for themselves. How's the game been, Key? It's... yeah. First half was good. Second half's been a bit naff. There's been no chances in the game second half. It's been very, very feisty, as you'd expect. 7 yellow cards in the game so far and counting. The Arsenal says, you could see the difference Odegaard made to us today, leading the press, missed him badly. I thought Odegaard and Zubamendi had a couple of... They were your best players, I thought. League might go down to goal difference. City will be looking to score 5 or 6 against Burnley. Well, Forest scored 4 against them. So yeah, I think Wednesday night, City will be looking at Burnley as, 1, let's get 3 points. But also, if we can, let's try and, have a bit of fun with it. Let's try and get 4 or 5 so we can just boost that goal difference, because it might come down to that, mightn't it? It really might come down to that. What game are you watching? I am watching the Superclásico. River Plate against Boca Juniors. Currently River Plate 0, Boca 1. Very, very difficult watch second half, I've got to say. We've actually watched 2. We're not having much luck with the Argentinian Premier League. We've watched 2 games in the Argentinian Premier League. The last one we watched was Vélez Sarsfield against... I think that was against River, wasn't it? And it was 0-0. Yeah, we watched Vélez against River and it was 0-0. And now we've watched River against Boca, and it's 1-0. So we've watched we watched 3 hours of football. 3 hours of River Plate football on this channel, and we've gotten 0 goals from them. Shocking. Rodri might be out for the season. Groin injury update. CGLFC, there was a South American game recently where the ref sent 21 players off. That sounds like a South American game, in fairness. I don't watch the Prem, mate, but thought that game could have been either way. Loads of chances for both teams. What do you think? I mean, yeah, listen, it's always fine margins when teams at the top play each other. I thought it was fine margins when Liverpool played City. I mean, they beat us 4-0. But we actually played really, really well, and we should have probably scored 2 or 3 in the first half. We missed a hatful of chances, and then we just give away a penalty, and that moment changes the game. So, yeah, fine margin. Games are decided like that on fine margins, and unfortunately for Arsenal today, they didn't take the chances. City did. That's the bottom line, right? Nico O'Reilly is going to replace Rodri, has it all. He's not really a Rodri replacement. I think he's a Bernardo Silva replacement, possibly. Hell of a player, Nico O'Reilly, though. That's wonderful. Is Jesus injured? Gabriel Jesus, I think he is, yes. He was on the bench today, though, but I think he's just coming back from injury, so they didn't want to start him. But Havertz stayed on the pitch all game, I think, and Gyökeres only came on in the 85th minute, which maybe tells you everything you need to know about Mikel Arteta's approach to these games. Okay, we've got 5 added minutes. We are into the 92nd, so there's only 3 to go at the end of this one. Thank you, everyone, for watching, by the way. I really appreciate you joining me for this one. I know it's a late game. We're nearly on 11 o'clock UK time. I thought it would be better than this. I thought it would be better. I don't know what to tell you. I thought we'd get more action. I thought it'd be a little bit better, a little bit faster, a little bit more goals. Maybe some scraps, maybe some red cards. I had high hopes for the Superclásico, and it's not really paid off. Oh, Boca have pinched it here, though. Boca could kill the game off. It could be 2-0. Good strike, good save from Beltran. Well done. Nathan, how's it going, lad? Apparently, Europa League final midweek before final Premier League game. Villa could be drunk going to City. Yeah, they've done that before. Strange one not to at least bring on the only player with title-winning experience. And Life is Good says, what watch-alongs are you doing this week, Key? This week, I'm doing Crystal Palace against West Ham tomorrow. Tuesday, we've got Bristol City against Chelsea. Wednesday, we've got Burnley against Manchester City. Thursday, I'm not sure. Thursday, I am thinking we watch a little bit of La Liga. Why don't we decide it now? There's not too many of us on the live now. If you want to help me decide what Thursday game we do, let's do it. Let's decide right now. I'm happy to decide right now. I think the best game genuinely could be... it could be Real Oviedo against Villarreal on Thursday. What's the NBA act for tonight, lad? I need get up. Oh, I do pick'em. Do you know the pick'em things on that? Always do. You just do over under on players, like number of rebounds and things like that. That's the one that I always tend to do okay on. So Thursday night. Let's see what options we've got on, because the rest of the week's kind of taken up. Thursday night, we can either watch Real Oviedo v Villarreal or Salford v Bromley. That's it, really. Or PSV Eindhoven v PEC Zwolle in the Eredivisie. Might be worth watching Villarreal v Oviedo, maybe. Do Coppa Italia Tuesday, Inter v Como. It was 4-3 last week. Tuesday's Chelsea-Brighton, though. I can't miss Chelsea-Brighton. So Thursday, I think we're going to have to kind of find a game. Maybe Real Oviedo v Villarreal. Maybe Salford v Bromley. I don't know which one. Maybe we do Salford-Bromley, actually. That might be a decent game. Let's have a look at the... what's the table looking like? Because Salford have still got a bit riding on that, haven't they? Salford v Bromley. League 2. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, we've got to watch Salford. We've got to watch Salford Bromley. Barca on Thursday. No, Barca aren't on Thursday. Friday, Real Betis v Real Madrid. Or Sunderland v Forest. What do we watch on Friday? I'll let you guys choose that one. Do we watch Real Betis v Real Madrid or Sunderland v Nottingham Forest on Friday? Maybe we do Sunderland Forest. Sevilla v Levante. Yeah, maybe Real Oviedo v Villarreal. I agree, Dan. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we go with on that one. I'm open. I'm happy. Oh, Boca are in. This could be. No, good claim from Beltran. And listen, Boca, Real River have to get it up the pitch. That's it. There you go. They've blown up. It's full time. Boca invade the pitch. Boca have won at the Monumental. It's there. It's 1-0 Boca. Full time here. What a result. What a result for Boca. Big important win. Have to watch Forest. Yeah, Sunderland Forest for sure on Friday. Okay, fair enough. Quarter and Freitas. Look at him surrounding the referee here. I don't know why they're getting so wacky. There was no real issue there. They've made an issue out of this. It wasn't an issue at all. Claiming for everything, these River players. Right. All I will say as we finish up is Viva la Boca. Well done, Boca. Vamos, Boca. And I'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can tell it's 11 o'clock. I'm knackered. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I will be back tomorrow, and we'll do Chelsea. Palace against West Ham. That's a big game. Palace, by the way, Palace are 6 points off Chelsea in a potential Champions League spot, and they have 2 games in hand, Palace. If they beat West Ham and they win their game in hand, which is obviously against Man City, but if Palace win their 2 games in hand, they're level on points with Chelsea. They're potentially in a Champions League spot. So lots riding on that tomorrow. Obviously West Ham down there, they need to get a win as well. A West Ham win at Selhurst Park really puts Spurs in the mud. Right, have a lovely night, everyone. Lots of love. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday night with me. I'll see you all tomorrow.